It's time for Chad's Recovery Corner, where recovery's just around the corner. It's time for Chad's Recovery Corner, which nobody can deny. Hello, and welcome to a midday Monday version of Chad's Recovery Corner. What? What's that about? Well, I'll tell you. Sometimes Sunday just isn't the day for it. And today, I had 2 cancellations in my workday. So I had time to talk with you a little bit and share the reading for today, which I thought was a good one. So today we're reading from A Courage to Change. So, it's only natural to want a quick fix or an immediate solution for a difficult situation. As one member jokingly put it, "Grant me patience, Lord, and in a hurry." So funny. Do I have some discomfort or a problem in my life? Let me fix it or be rid of it now. Is it a situation I've lived with for many, many years? Fine, I'll give it 15 minutes. Perhaps I've lived with it all my life. Well then, an hour, maybe even 2. Is it connected with alcoholism or addiction? Does its roots run really deep in the ground of my being? In that case, I'll make a few program calls and maybe share in a meeting. Do we get the kind of sarcasm here? Is it still hanging on? Very well. I'll launch a major campaign of self-criticism. What's wrong with me? Why do I have all these feelings about something that isn't important? I'm sure I caused all this myself. Somehow, I'm to blame. Heaven forbid I should surrender, accept my discomfort, and pray for guidance. Today's reminder: willpower cannot eliminate in a day troubles that have taken root and flourished in my life for decades. Things take time. So there's a lot in that one. This is absolutely the journey that I'm on. That these are things that we have to, we're working on reestablishing and retraining our brains and kind of changing behaviors, coping mechanisms, and protective things that we've used in our life that may at one time have served us in ways of survival, but now are actually damaging us, and we're still holding on to them like they're somehow protecting us or helping us to survive. And these are things that, anything that we've grown to become habitual or become really a sense of our being and we're trying to change them, it's going to be remarkably uncomfortable, terrible, painful, all of those other kinds of things. Terrible might not be the right word. Heaven forbid I should surrender and accept my discomfort and pray for guidance. How are we surrendering and accepting discomfort? People might say, or how I've found in myself, that all we've been trying to do with our use is to avoid discomfort, to get away from the feelings of dealing with things that are long-standing problems for us, perhaps. And they also use that word willpower. A lot of people say, oh, it's just a question of willpower. You just have to will it out. Is that realistic? I hate that word willpower. I don't think it's a viable word. We can't just kind of will ourselves or just not do things, especially if they're long-standing. It's a long process of relearning. I'm not sure if that feels overwhelming to some to think of a long process of relearning. But I think that's more giving us a break for some things that may take a while to change within us. So, here's a sip from our It Is What It Is mug, which is not in reference to the thing Trump said. Luckily that didn't stick because I have it tattooed on my arm. Oh, can you imagine? Anyway, it still stands true of kind of being in the moment and accepting it for what it is, as far as kind of the truth of the matter. So let's take a drink and a sip and swallow that reading down with this nasty coffee that tastes bad, but I have a new coffee maker coming tomorrow because it's making my coffee taste like plastic. Anyway, I hope your Monday is going along swimmingly. And that this has provided a little bit of reflection and some time for yourself today. Tune in next week when we'll more than likely be back on Sunday, and we'll talk about more stuff more sober stuff. Bye.